Michael New, the LinkedIn Rockstar, and I'm going to show you how to 1, 2, 3 rock your way to more better business using LinkedIn. I got big numbers, really big numbers, huge networks on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and all. But that only lets me help you better because I've kind of seen the end of the world out there and I kind of come back from it. So it puts you in a different situation when you've sort of experienced things that you're hoping other people don't get to see, but if they do, be warned. And there's special things to take advantage of. So it's sort of the end of the world as we know it with LinkedIn. It's not the little place it used to be. It's not quite so cozy. It's crowded. It's this big, bustling city, and it used to be this nice little quaint town. Kind of like Denver, Colorado, although it's still a very beautiful town, much bigger environment now. You got to do more to stand out. And there was a time when your customers and competitors and those folks, weren't out there, and that's not now anymore. Everyone's out there. Someone's doing business every day on LinkedIn. Is that you or is it someone else? So 1, 2, 3 rock. Well, it's really about getting business from social networking. And when we talk about doing it, we're going to really take a social twist on things. We're going to pre-qualify people. We're going to go after with a social bent. We're going to talk to them in a way that really kind of shows we being a really cool friend who might be really fun to do business with, because eventually business comes up. So it's really 1, 2, 3 rock about relationships that begin outside of the office. RO, wow. What could C be? Well, it has to do with commonalities, common interests, causes, you might say. And the last component really is about killer business relationships with folks that we would just love and privileged to introduce to other folks, where we can be business partners with our customers. So the methodology is one based around building it first and then about optimizing the things that have been built. So we start the optimization process after it's built with building your network and then training you how to use it. You got to learn how to use this thing that's been built. You got a 70 Chevelle with a 454 in it now. And learning how to drive that thing is kind of the next step out there, and we'll show you a little tips about how to do that. And then how do you drive sales performance at the end? So it's kind of this boom, 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 and at the end, you get to benefit from having really cool partners and friends. So if you build it with 1, 2, 3 rock in mind, if you build your profile with that in mind, if you network with that in mind, there's a couple things you're going to do. First of all, you want to fit in, and the fitting in part is one that involves a lot of keyword kind of research and common sense. If I want to be found on these specific words, those are my big words. My website folks say they are. I did that research on the website. Good place to start for fitting in. Not great for standing out, which is the next phase, which is, once I'm in these searches and I'm on these big lists out there with all these other people now, how are we going to get them to click on me? First thing is the ante to get in, to get in. Second part, what's going to be about me? And after that, then we start approaching them personally with some personal things. Personal, pop. I got no pop meter here, so I hope that didn't bum me out too much. And that personal approach is something that will turn into business, kind of not even long-term, more mid-term and short-term than long-term. So the fit-in part is pretty easy. I got what you need, you got what I need, and that puts us in the same, room. But standing out is something that kind of lets us, explore the space. If you're with me, explore the space. And the space in this point here has to do with, being the one that kind of, not just gets clicked on either, but when they look at your profile, they actually step out. They're going to invite you. They're going to something. They're going to contact you. They're going to say some special things that let you dig in a little bit deeper, do some business with them. And the personal part has to do with where we're going to look for some information in somebody's profile and where they should look for information in ours. And we could weave this business personal message on down all the way through our profile. Pretty powerful. Look at my LinkedIn profile. You see exactly what we mean by that. So there's an inbound and an outbound process to it, and some examples of some profiles that we show people in the process. And I like to talk about call prep. And when I talk about call prep, it's like I'm going to get on the phone with someone as a sales rep. What should I do beforehand? Better get the file out. Better get the phone number out. Better get the LinkedIn profile out. We'll kind of show you how to use that profile information, how to glean some stuff out of it there, so that you're able to kind of approach them in a way that doesn't feel like cold calling to either party. Hey, they don't want to be cold called either. They'd love to talk about their GTO judge, or their fishing boat, or the fact that they're into adventure game fishing or something like that. And we know people with all of those kind of categories, equestrians. And eventually, how can I help you, Mike, is what it comes down to. First step, build it, do it with a smile. Get it really kind of flowy stuff about you. Great words that smile. You're a big sunflower out there attracting sunny stuff, and everyone wants to be around the sunflower. The second part is building your network up, so you really got it going. We're summarizing here. You got your network going. You build it first, and the big network just kind of grows on its own. It's amazing how the rich get richer that way in the LinkedIn space. Then if we talk about using our environment here, our profile and our network, there's some simple things you can do with regard to filtering those folks you're connected to, those folks out on LinkedIn that you might not be connected to, and kind of approaching them with that style, that little personal style we talked about. So frankly, it works really well for me. I get tickets to concerts. I get to do a lot of great things because of this component here. And frankly, people seem to, like the idea of, getting a little break in the day, having a business call with someone and getting to talk about cars and stuff. How's that? So, call us, Mike O'Neill, LinkedIn Rockstar, and if you're kind of interested in this stuff, you might want to give us a shout, and bet you we can help you. Rockstarnetworking.com is a good place to go. Rockstarnetworking.com.